Control structures. Control structures in programming are constructs that direct the flow of execution in a program. They help manage decision-making, repeating actions, and modifying the standard sequence of program execution. Python allows the following types of control statements in a program: sequential control, selection control, iteration control, sequential control. The sequence control refers to the structure where statements are executed one after the other in the order they appear in the source code. This is the default flow of control. The following program illustrates the sequential control structure. Write a program to input the measurement of the length and breadth of a rectangle and print its perimeter. Output. Selection statements. The selection control structure allows the program to make decisions based on conditions. The selection control is achieved through conditional statements, also called branching statements. The two main types of conditional statements in Python are the if statement and its variations, if-else, if-else. In these statements, the flow of control is changed on the basis of condition. If statement. The basic if statement allows you to execute a block of code only if a certain condition is true. The condition, written after if, is followed with a colon symbol. The statements written after if are indented to create a block. Syntax. If condition. Statements. The use of the if statement is demonstrated in the following example. Write a program to input the age of a person and check and print whether the person is a senior citizen. Output. The above program makes decisions on the basis of the age entered by the user. If the age is greater than or equal to 60, it will display the message senior citizen. But if the condition is false, then nothing will be displayed. Thus, in this type of selection statement, nothing happens when the condition is false. To overcome this situation, you can use another variant of this statement, i.e., if-else. If-else statement. In this type of selective control statement, a condition is given with an if statement. The specified condition evaluates to either true or false. If the statement is true, the block of statements written for the true part will be executed. And if the statement is evaluated to false, the block of statements written for the else block will be executed. The statements written for if and else are indented to create a block. Syntax. If condition. Statements. Else. Statements. The following example demonstrates the use of the if-else statement by adding the else statement in the above program. Output. The above code displays the output on the basis of the age entered by the user. As shown in the output window, the value of age is given as 45, which makes the condition false and the else block is executed, resulting in the display of not a senior citizen. If-else statement. The if-else statement is useful when you have multiple conditions to check. It allows you to test multiple conditions in order and execute the first block where the condition is true. Syntax. If condition. Statements. Elif condition. Statements. Elif condition. Statements. Else. Statements. In this statement, if the condition written after the if statement becomes true, then the statements written under the if block are executed and the rest of the conditions written with elif are ignored. On the contrary, if the condition written with if statement becomes false, the subsequent conditions written with elif are checked till it finds the true one. If none of the conditions are true, it will execute the statements written under the else block. The following program illustrates the logic of the if-else statement in Python. Write a program to input 3 numbers and print the largest one. Output. Nested if statement. You can also nest if statements within other if statements to create more complex decision structures. Nesting of if statements can be done up to any level. The role of indentation is very important to determine the levels. The following program illustrates the use of nested if statements. Write a program to input angles of a triangle and determine the type of triangle, i.e., acute, obtuse, or scalene. Also determine whether it is a valid triangle or not. Output.